Thank you very much, Mr. Moosfi, for taking time out of your busy schedule for us. Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, has formed a facts-finding committee which will investigate your statements and revelations. Will you cooperate with the committee if they contact you?
Of course, I will cooperate with any bona fide and genuine investigation. Of course, I will.
Will definitely cooperate with the people. Mr. Moosfi, you accused Nawaz Sharif and Asif Zardari of offering you bribe, allegedly. Is there any other big name that has approached you to keep their assets secret?
The other approach that was illicit was this alleged purported General Malik who came to see me, and I've elaborated on that story effectively. I don't need to go into that anymore. That's the only 3 attempts at, should we say, suborning us were those 3 were, and I've talked about that extensively. No one else has, no.
Mr. Moosavi, let me give you another news that 2 ministers of Prime Minister Imran Khan government have briefed media against you that you are a convicted person who spent 1 year in jail. What will you say to them?
First of all, it is my badge of honor. It was not a conviction. It's civil contempt is not a sentence. That's the first point. Secondly, I was appointed the head of public interest law at Oxford University immediately after, which should be the ultimate confirmation of the veracity and the legitimacy of the position I took in law and morality. Thirdly, the matter, as I said, was raised by Pakistan in the court before Sir Anthony Evans, and he dismissed it with the contempt that it deserves. There are a lot of innocent people who are, as a matter of conscience, stand up and say they would not do certain things as a matter of principle. If this is what the position of the government of Pakistan is, I am profoundly disappointed, profoundly.
Has anyone in your investigation been found to be corrupt who is now part of the current government? They also own several assets in the UK. Were they all bought with legal money? What do you think about the people who are sitting in the Prime Minister Imran Khan cabinet? In your investigation, the 200 people list.
Well, if it's news to me what you just said, I would be profoundly disappointed if Imran Khan's government are pulling up an old red herring in which it's the greatest badge of honor of my life of having, as a matter of principle, stood my ground, was willing to be in contempt of court. It's a civil contempt. It's not criminal. If they're calling it criminal, then they need to go to law school. If they're briefing against me like that, then I am profoundly disappointed. If there's anybody in the Khan government who has been on that target list, well, it should tell you everything you need to know.
Right, sir. You know, when you spoke against Nawaz Sharif, you were portrayed as a hero in Pakistani media. And when you talk about the people asking for their cuts, you are not a hero anymore. What would you like to say about that sudden change?
There is no change. I'm perfectly consistent. I've been asked for bribes. I refuse to pay it. I'm sorry. I don't understand how there's a change. If the people are putting a spin on it, you should be asking those who put a spin on it. My position's been consistent. I was asked for a settlement outside the court system and I refused on both occasions. So it really doesn't matter what the press is making out. The reality is in the judgment of the court. And the court came 100% down on my side. And now the spinners and the propaganda machine that's working against me, if government of Khan is doing that too, it is very, very disappointing. Because, you know, the first sign that a government is corrupt is when it attacks the whistleblower. When it attacks the person who's actually won in court against the government, that's usually a very clear sign that that government's got something to hide. And they're trying to hide behind a wall of propaganda. That's what they're trying to do. I don't know. I've not seen whether the government have done this. But if this is what they've done, should we say I'm profoundly disappointed. I have seen no evidence this is what they've done. But if that's what they've done, that's the position. I don't want to be a hero. I have taken my position in the court of law. And the court of law has come down 100% on my side. Anybody who wants to make any accusations against me, It's a free press. Let them not libel, because the courts are there to prevent people from libeling and causing defamation of character. But if they do that, my position is, then in that case, why did the court come down on my side? The court is the only place that looked at all the evidence, and they found the government of Pakistan and NAB to have conspired to defraud us. So that's my answer to those allegations.
Can you please tell the Pakistani nation why they did not get their looted money back? Is it broadsheet fault or someone else's fault?
What did the court say? The court's answer was NAB was a fraud. The court's answer was NAB was more interested in defrauding a broadsheet than doing its work. The court found that NAB was not interested in going after those looters. The court found that the NAB sabotaged the efforts of the broadsheet to go after those